My boss fired me and kicked me out, then tried to sue me over code that I own. Now, his company's crashing and burning. So, about 3 years ago, I got hired by a mid-sized tech firm because of a project I built back in college. A lightweight but powerful back-end system that dramatically boosted server efficiency and automated certain maintenance tasks. I had showcased it during a tech conference, and the original CEO of the company saw it, reached out to me personally, and said, "We want you, and whatever that is." We made a deal. I'd join the company, integrate my system, and work as lead back-end developer. I retained full rights to the intellectual property, and it was even listed under my name in the US Patent Office, something they were fully aware of. Fast forward 2 years. The original CEO retires and sells his shares to a younger, arrogant new guy, let's call him Chad, who's obsessed with efficiency and modernizing the company. First thing he does, cuts costs, fires people left and right. One day, without warning, he calls me into his office and says, "We're letting you go. Your skill set isn't aligning with our vision anymore. No severance, no thank you. Just get your stuff and leave." I asked, "You sure about this?" He just smirked and said, "We'll be fine." So I left, took my personal items, cleaned up my workspace. But here's the kicker. They were still using my system, the same system that was running all of their back-end processes, license registered under my name. At first I said nothing. I wanted to see what they do. About 2 weeks later, I get a letter from their legal team accusing me of sabotage. They claimed that I had embedded ownership traps in the code to retain rights and were threatening to sue me for interference with business operations. It was laughable. I didn't have to embed anything because the patent was already mine. I had documents, timestamps, emails from the original CEO, and even the signed contract that clearly stated I was simply licensing them the tech. My lawyer responded with a calm, polite version of, "Nice try, dummies." Not only did their claim get thrown out immediately, but once they realized they didn't have legal rights to use my system anymore, they had to shut it down, which basically took their entire operation offline. Clients dropped, revenue plummeted, investors pulled out. And me? Well, I had already been working on a new version of the system with a few people from my old dev team, some of whom Chad also fired. We launched a new startup 6 months later, leaner, faster, smarter, and some of their former clients came knocking on our door. Last I heard, Chad was stepping down to pursue other opportunities, which is code for he got kicked out. The company still exists, but it's a shell of what it used to be. Funny how your skills don't align with our vision anymore turns into, "Please, can we buy back your code?" real quick.